Today is mainly about investing goals and how them goals can save you from yourself in crypto in 2025. So today we'll have a little look at the news, see what's been going on in crypto over the last 24 hours. Then I'll move on to investing goals and how having investing goals are going to help you take profits in crypto. You need to think about them goals. Then to finish this live stream off, I'm going to talk about how I can help you with my 8 years of crypto experience. So what's been happening in the news? Bitcoin relief rally fizzles as White House confirms 104% China tariffs. Will BTC fall to new lows? Bitcoin's surprise rebound to 81,180, which was influenced by fake news regarding a pause on US tariffs, has all but evaporated following White House confirmation that 104% tariffs on China will start on April the 9th. These tariffs are an absolute nightmare. But it's all part of the plan. Short-term pain, long-term gain when you really look into it. Anyway, after dropping below the $75,000 level for the first time since November the 6th, 2024, BTC retested a key demand zone that traders hope will provide a safe haven for the bulls. The safe haven is a fair value gap located between 77,000 and 73,400. So that's a little bit on the tariffs. Binance CEO says, a little bit more on the tariff, should I say. Binance CEO says tariff mayhem may benefit crypto. Richard Teng, Chief Executive Officer at cryptocurrency exchange Binance, has predicted that the macro financial uncertainty caused by the tariff mayhem might end up benefiting the crypto market in the long term. According to Teng, such a volatile and unpredictable macro environment could potentially speed up investment in crypto as a non-sovereign store of value. Teng argues that many long-term crypto holders tend to view the nascent asset class as resilient during periods of extreme market turbulence. Even though Bitcoin weirdly experienced very little volatility on the so-called Liberation Day, the leading cryptocurrency then ended up plunging in tandem with global stock markets. Moving on to a bit of positivity, which you always try to bring, even though the news is really negative. Ripple announces 1.25 billion acquisition of Hidden Road to set major milestone. Ripple Labs has announced a major acquisition to shock the market out of an otherwise dreadful week. Talking to X, formerly Twitter, the crypto firm announced that it has acquired Hidden Road, a brokerage, clearing and financing firm, as it moves forward in its mission to become the leader for institutional investors moving into the digital asset space. The Tuesday announcement by Ripple has further solidified the mission that crypto firm has long put forward, and that is to provide instant and quick transfer of value for traditional and institutional investors coming into the digital asset space. So that's a little bit about Ripple. Moving on, last story, hedera HBAR. hedera HBAR and Chainlink. Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol, CCIP, going live on Hedera could be a strong catalyst for HBAR. It enhances Hedera's DeFi and real-world asset RWA ecosystem by allowing secure app building and communication across 46 plus blockchains. This can attract more developers and projects to Hedera, potentially increasing demand for HBAR. The integration may lead to more liquidity and trading volume, possibly impacting HBAR's price. However, the competition in the blockchain space is tough, so results depend on adoption rates. More details can be found here. So there's a tweet from Hedera. Exciting news. Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol, CCIP, is now live on Hedera mainnet. Developers can leverage the Chainlink standard to build secure apps that transfer tokens, send messages, and trigger actions across 46 plus blockchains. Goes on and on. So this is really positive for Hedera, and this is my main position, or one of my main positions in 2025. In fact, it's the only crypto I'm currently investing into, dollar cost averaging. Because the markets have gone south, I'm back into dollar cost average mode. So that's about it for the news. So how can investing goals help you in crypto? Well, Let me take you back to 2017 when I first got into crypto. I didn't have any goals, and this is one of the contributing factors to me losing all the money I invested. I didn't have any investing goals, and this didn't change until the end of 2018. I started watching Tony Robbins videos in mid 2018. This led to personal development, much needed personal development, and by the end of 2018, I had some goals written down, including investing goals. And these helped me in 2021 to actually take profit. You need to be thinking about your investing goals when you're taking profit, because otherwise greed's going to kick in and rob you of your emotions. It happens time and time again. Let me give you a little example. Now, I helped someone very close to me invest in crypto in August 2024. I don't like doing it. It puts the pressure on, but this particular family member was very keen, so I helped. I picked them 6 well-researched cryptos, and it done very, very well. They invested £8,000 in August 2024, and they got up to around 24,000 by December 2024. Now, I kept telling them to think about the goals. The main goal was to pay their wedding off. This £24,000 would have paid for the wedding and honeymoon, but greed kicked in. Now, this particular family member, I don't blame them. It's a fair cycle. It happens to all of us pretty much. They got to the intended goal to pay the wedding off, to pay the honeymoon off with £24,000. But they started thinking about a deposit for a house. They were going to pay for that wedding, pay for the honeymoon, pay for the deposit for a house, etc., etc. They weren't thinking about £24,000. They were thinking about 50,000, 100,000, similar to me back in 2018. And this led to me losing all of my money. So how should you approach it? Let's give you a little example. Let's say you're a couple just starting out, you're in your mid-20s. You've been struggling away saving for a deposit for a house. You've got to £15,000 after a few years, but you need 45 or maybe £50,000 for that deposit. Now, let's say you put that £15,000 into crypto. That could easily do a 3 to 4x, and that could easily get you your deposit for your house. Now, I'm not saying put that money on crypto. We're all individuals. I'm not saying rush out and go and invest in crypto. This is just an example. So you start investing in crypto and you've got that goal in your mind. You get up to, you've put 15,000 in, you get up to 50,000. That's the house deposit paid for. This is what you do. You cash out at this point. You don't start thinking about 100,000 or even more, because that's greed kicking in. You've got to keep them goals in mind when you invest in crypto. It's going to help you take profits. This is what I intend to do over the next 12 months. I'm going to cash out incrementally over the next 12 months, and I've got my goals in mind. So in 2 months, I might take 20%, 30% out. I might take 50% out. But at some point, once alt season kicks in, hopefully, well, it will kick in my opinion. I'm 99.9% certain. Once alt season kicks in, and if my cryptos go parabolic over the next 3, 4 months, 6 months, once I get to a certain level and my goals are hit, I'm taking everything out. If it doesn't happen, I'll just keep taking out incrementally. So that's how you should be approaching taking profit in crypto. You should have your goals at the forefront of your mind. This is one of the things to consider, one of the main things. So how can I help you with my 8 years of crypto experience? Well, you can join my crypto community. It's a paid community. It's a small amount, but it is a paid community. But it's zero risk because you get a 7-day free trial. And to join, you can find the link in the description on my YouTube channel. Get in the community, get around other investors. You get 3 investing courses at the moment, and you get a weekly newsletter. Now, the main course, Crypto Investing Made Simple, is made up of 5 modules. And in them modules, you're getting 6 or 7 videos. They're only about 6 or 7 minutes long. So even if you've got a short attention span, get in, watch a few videos, take some notes, and learn all about crypto. And one of them modules is all about mistakes to avoid. This, for me personally, is where you're going to get the most value. It's going to help you avoid that crypto greed that takes over and robs you of your emotions. So get in the community, get around other investors, do the courses. Basically, you've got to focus on education. You've got to put the work in. Crypto isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. You can make serious money, potentially life-changing money, but you've got to put the work in first. You've got to focus on education. And I'm a big believer that if you become financially literate, it leads to financial freedom. As it says on the banner for my YouTube, mindset plus education plus investing equals financial freedom. I believe this with everything I've got. Anyway, that'll do for now. Let's have a little look in the comments. No one. Oh, nice. Someone talking about HBAR on YouTube Live. What do you think about XRP and Quant? So, I'm bullish on XRP and HBAR, the two of my main positions. Now, this wasn't always the case. I think with the SEC case with XRP, it put me off XRP for a while, for a few years. But I did invest back in January 2023 because of a good friend of mine. He pushed and pushed, told me about the future of XRP, cross-border payments, etc., etc. So I'm very bullish on HBAR, very bullish on hedera. And as I touched on in the video a few minutes ago, hedera is the only crypto I'm investing into in 2025. I'm very, very bullish. How about yourself? What do you invest into? Just HBAR and XRP. ISO 20022 coins. That's what I'm getting my head into more and more. ISO 20022 coins. I'm basically trying to follow the money, seeing what the big banks, big institutions are going to be doing. I've got a diversified portfolio of about 10 cryptos, but at the moment, my main focus is on them ISO compliant coins. Anyway, that'll do. If you've watched today, good luck with your crypto investing. Get in, have a look at the other videos on this channel. I do 2 or 3 videos a week. Get in my school community. It's going to help you out. It's going to get you to where you need to be in crypto. It's going to hold your hand in 2025. Anyway, good luck with your crypto investing.